Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Joe and welcome to a brand new series that I'm going to be doing on my channel. Now, just as a quick disclaimer, I know a lot of you guys are sort of asking me about this, and it's about Rags to Riches. Rags to Riches will be released extremely soon. It's in the editing process at the moment and I'm just recording the last few trades, so it will definitely be going up within the next few days, and I'm really looking forward to releasing it for you guys and hoping that you all enjoy it. So, this is going to be a new series that was actually suggested to me in my comments section fairly recently. I've actually been suggested it multiple times and I just kind of needed to make sure it hadn't been done before because I didn't really want to try and copy anyone's series or anything like that. But this is going to be covering the top 5 most cheap strange cosmetics for each class in the game. This is a kind of contrast on my most expensive possible loadout series where I'm literally covering the opposite, being the cheapest strange cosmetics for each class in the game. So this is obviously going to be a 10 episode series going over each class and then an all class episode at the end, much like my most expensive loadout series. Of course we will be going in the order of how the classes are presented in game, so the first episode is going to be for the Scout. Also, just before we get into this, a fun fact, I was actually getting trash talked in this game. You'll probably notice it about halfway through, so you know that's always fun to look out for in the chat in the bottom left. So yeah, without further ado guys, let's get straight into number 5. So coming in at number 5 we have the Courtly Cuirass. Now I probably did pronounce that wrong, and that seems to be a common recurrence in these videos. However, this is of course the simple metallic sleeves across all of the Scout arms and shoulder, and it honestly is pretty cool. It's extremely basic and comes in at the cheap price of just 5 refined. This is going to be the most expensive item in this loadout as we're going to be working down in price. So next up, and number 4 on the list, and the only hat in this episode, we have the Strange Air Dog. The Air Dog is of course the sort of pilot's helmet with the goggles for the Scout, and I've actually had previous versions of this hat in Unusual. I've actually made a Burning Flames one showcase that I owned before, and it's honestly quite a cool hat. It's a really basic design with just a striped helmet depending on your team colour, so it changes whether you are on red and blue, and the goggles stay the same. This is priced at 4.55 refined and definitely the cheapest Scout hat out there. So if you want to pick up a cheap Scout hat, the Strange Air Dog is definitely the way to go. So coming in at number 3 and the midway point on this list, we have yet another team coloured item, being the Cadet Visor. The Cadet Visor is essentially kind of like the Bunk Boy where it only covers the eyes on the Scout. However, it has no holes in it, it's just one straight visor that covers the whole of the eyes and stops behind the ears of the Scout. It's a really basic and simplistic misc and does combo well with a few items. However, most of the time honestly it does look out of place. However, you can't really go wrong when it actually prices the same as the Air Dog of 4.55 refined. So again, another very cheap misc that, if you combo it with the right items, definitely does look really nice. It's a really futuristic design, so that's why it kind of doesn't fit into all loadouts. So in the runner-up spot and the second cheapest Scout cosmetic, we have the Strange Bar and Breeches. Again, I didn't probably pronounce that right, however, this is actually the only sort of trouser cosmetic for the Scout. It's essentially just a stripy sort of pants design that actually comes with a buckle as well that's yellow and black, and of course has another buckle on the strap for the bag that the Scout carries. The striped colours depend on your team, and honestly it's a really nice design. It comes in really cheap at 3.66 refined, which honestly I believe is actually really cheap for how noticeable it is and overall the nice aesthetics of it. When comboed with the other pirate items in the game such as the bar and bicorn, it does make a really cool pirate themed loadout. For 3.66 refined, you really cannot go wrong. So coming in at number 1, we have the most cheap Scout strange cosmetic on the market right now, being the Strange Squire's Sabatons. This is of course in the same loadout as the Courtly Cuirass, or however it's pronounced, and is a sort of metallic themed boots for the Scout that kind of makes him look like a knight. As I said previously, although individually they don't look as nice, when used in a set, especially with the Herald's Helm, which is the third item that completes this set, they honestly don't look too bad together and give your Scout a really nice sort of knight and warrior theme. It's a really nice cosmetic, and for the simple price of just 3.44 refined, again you can't go hugely wrong. It's really not a huge amount to pay. So that is it for the first episode in this series guys. I really do hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, please do remember to leave a like and let me know what you think of this series down below, and that's just about it. Thanks again for watching guys, and peace.